All right. Let me. What do I got to do here? This. There we go. We will see if anybody comes in. We're just going to hang out for a minute and see. Kind of early, so you never know. So we'll see. It says 2 people watching. Come on. If you're in here, say hello. Kelsey, how are you doing? How are the grandchildren doing? My glasses on so I could see. I know you're here. Emmett. Francis. No, never, Mr. J. All good there. Is it cold there? It was freezing here today, Kelsey, again. I don't know. It was really cold here again today. Now they say next week it's supposed to warm up. Heard Saturday's supposed to be almost like 40 degrees. Never, Mr. J. Why would I yell at you, Justin? You've done nothing wrong. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I bet he is. I'm gonna say it. Who made this chicken? Is it hard to rock when you were eating it? You want me to tell you? I don't think you've done anything, Mr. J. Except be a good person. That's about it. What is everybody else up to? Anybody doing anything? All right, there's 3 people watching. Two thumbs up. And I was cutting it with a knife. It's shot off. Yeah, nobody cares. She can eat. She comes in. Who cooked the chicken? Because that person can't work my chair. Thank gosh it wasn't me. Tanisha, how are you doing? Tanisha is in the house. Who, Emma? What was she going on about? I don't even remember now. Nothing. Not chicken. She was trying to cut her chicken. Andrew, don't yell too much. Thank you. How the hell is it mom's fault for making dinner? So what's going on with you, Tanisha? And I bet you David is excited about that. It's going to be nice, warm, good day to do everything. It's not Saturday. He can have them, I can have some. That's why I said you can only have some. I see your back. Yes, it's a good Thursday. I Good Thursday. At least I thought it was a good Thursday. Who did that? Tanisha, do not hide her messages. She's not going to cause any trouble. Unhide her, Tanisha. It's Mr. J's friend. David, how are you? I unhid her, Tanisha. Don't worry about it. So, David, what's up, buddy? How's the weather where you're at there, pal? Oh, don't worry about it, Tanisha. It's okay. It's Mr. J's friend.
Oh, it does.
I don't want any. I don't even want to taste it.
It's Swiss roll.
I don't want to taste it.
I
do not want to taste it. I do not. I just said I do not want to taste it. I
was gonna go cover his nose.
Ooh.
I like it. It tastes like Swiss roll.
I don't like it. I'm not a Swiss roll person, I guess.
You can't do that. That's sponsored.
I'm not hating on you. Nobody's hating on you.
Hating on who?
What's his name? That's Mr. J's friend.
Oh.
Love. This is going in here now?
No. And David's your brother, David.
Joel, how are you?
Are you gonna eat these?
Luna Geckos is in the house. What is up? Long time no see. You've been working your butt off over there, buddy. You have been working hard, haven't you? Where exactly are you located at? I know it's cold where I'm at. It was like 50 something below zero with the wind chill last night. Not last night, but the night before. Yeah, I knew you weren't dead, but I was just gonna, if that's what the rumors are saying, I don't know. You've just been working a lot. He's been working a lot, guys. So I'm not sure that I'm gonna get any fat tail geckos this year. I don't know. Oh, don't feel guilty, Tanisha. I didn't know it. I hit her last time she was here, and I did not know until yesterday that it was Mr. J's friend. Five pairings so far. Oh, thank you. I've been pairing things like crazy, and I got crested gecko eggs, but waiting for eggs with everything else. I don't know.
You want to know what the best pairing is? My fist, your face.
That works.
You're so funny, Mom. Oh my God, you're so fucking random. What are you? Come on.
You're asking for trouble, aren't you, Andrew?
What did you say? What'd you say?
I'll just keep pairing her up, and we'll see what happens.
What did you say?
I will just keep pairing her. Geckos and all kinds of stuff. Joel, ball pythons, geckos, king snakes. Justin said hello, Becky.
Should I?
Andrew, you can't be secret because I can hear you.
Yeah, but you didn't know what I was going to drop on top of your head.
Yeah, don't do that. Tanisha wants to know if she can have some of that ice cream, hon.
Sure.
Oh, you leave them to.
Trying to find the honey bun, the zebra cake, and the strawberry shortcake.
Okay, I will put them together again today, and I will leave them together for a while. Do you put the male in her cage or the female in that? Do you put her in his cage or him in her cage? Gary, you breed nothing, huh? No more orners. Most expensive thing I keep. Yeah, I have to agree. The animals breed. There you go. That's true. That is true. Gary, that is true. So, how's everything else going? Big G, how's everything going over there? That's true. Wally Kern is in the house. That is what I will do then. That's what I will do. So, does anybody want to come on? I'll send a link out if somebody wants to pop on and say hello. We can do it. Hello, Nanette. Or should I say Mrs. Gecko? Yes, Wally. I mean, Gary, did you see that?
Honey bun and strawberry shortcake. But I'm gonna find them and we're gonna try them all.
Yeah, Big G's confirmed. He's going. Set my glass over here. Oh, you can? You couldn't before, I guess. Now, do you mean leopard geckos or leopards? Leopards. There. You might be able to do that. Oh, because you're not there no more. That's because you take. Yeah, I got you. I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying now. Well, that's actually pretty good that it's only an hour from you. Mickey's Good People. Yeah, you like that show, don't you, Gary? You normally, when you can go do it, don't you like that show? Are you, Tanisha? I thought I heard you talking about it before, that you like it so much. Getting messages. I got to check my messages. I get messages constantly. Okay. To get on the computer. Very good. Oh, the Gecko Mafia will get you? Yeah. You don't want them problems, do you? Got to pay the VIG, yeah. That's true. That's funny. That's funny stuff. So, Big G, what do you think about the Super Bowl this year? And the people that are the teams that are going to be in it, and who do you think is going to win? I don't know. The Rams may have it, and but that was decided who was going to win it like 6 months ago by the bookies and stuff like that. Han, you got her craving Little Debbie ice cream now. Go Packs. Oh, wait. Moon, how are you doing, sir? So what's new with you, Moon? Anything going on? How are things over in Wally's world? It's cold here again, Wally, today. Very, very cold. Hopefully it warms up. I've seen pictures from Chicago and the lake and stuff, so it's cold there too. I mean, you're not in Chicago, but Big G is over by there, I think, Chicago. Yeah, a week away? You mean summer's only a week long? I got it. It's supposed to warm up next week, though. It's supposed to be in like the 30s. So that's not going to be bad. It's supposed to start on Saturday. It's supposed to warm up. And then we're supposed to stay warm for a while, but not like hot warm, but 20s and 30s. Still 50 to 80 degrees warmer than it's been. So I'm not going to complain. And as long as the wind ain't blowing, it ain't so bad. But when the wind blows is when it gets It's hard to deal with the cold. Is that because no? Well, Puxatawny Phil, which is the most important groundhog, which is from Pennsylvania, did not die. It was the Jersey version. But you know what happens in Jersey, right? Toxic. Jersey's a toxic place. Becky told me something interesting today. I have to remember exactly how she put. Hun, what were you saying about Groundhog's Day when they first came out? She's coming to tell us. It's 13 degrees there right now. Let me tell you what it is right here, right now, Tanisha. Hold on 1 second. It is 2. Go ahead.
Back in, I think when Groundhog's Day first started, what was it, in 1939 or something like that?
I don't know. Something like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're talking in the 1930s.
So on Groundhog's Day, when they used to pull Punxsutawney Phil out of his gate
Mm-hmm.
to see if he sees a shadow or not, then at the end of the ceremony, they would kill and eat him. And they said groundhogs taste like a combination of pork and chicken. But then the guy on the radio said, well, what the heck? Everything always tastes like chicken.
That's why groundhogs always bite people when they go to touch them because they're used to the traumatic experiences. You wonder when they stopped it. It makes you wonder when they stopped doing that.
And in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, where it's held, they used to only have like 1,000 to 2,000 people come to the ceremony every year.
Mm-hmm.
Until the movie Groundhog's Day came out.
Mm-hmm.
Now they get thousands upon thousands. I think like 20,000 people show up every year.
Is that because they're hoping to relive their day over and over and over again?
And then the movie Groundhog's Day, do you know how many times he supposedly repeats that day?
How many?
Like 100 years, like 100,000 years. It's like ridiculous.
Wow.
I guess there was a book or something. I don't remember exactly, but it's what it's based on.
Yeah, it's based on a book, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, and the book like repeats the day, like Groundhog's Day. However many years the movie was supposed to like quadruple
that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you mean the one in Jersey, right? Yeah.
And so Punxsutawney Phil is the #1 groundhog everybody knows. Do you know what the second one is?
The one that was just whacked by the Gecko Mafia in Jersey? That's what he just said.
No, it's the one from Philadelphia.
There's a one in Philadelphia? I didn't know there was one in Philly.
Yeah, it's
the Kenzo Kid? I don't know.
No. His name's... what the frick? What did he say now?
You gotta look it up. I don't know.
I'm looking it up now.
It's cold out there every day. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, 100,000 times each morning. That's ouch. Oh, that's funny, Wally. My mother was born on Groundhog's Day, so her birthday just passed. I should have filmed it because I was going through my old vlogs, and a whole bunch of them that I was going through was my mother's birthday over and over and over again. Kind of like Groundhog's Day, right? But they were all different, but yeah. So that was funny though. Big G had the Gecko Mafia. So anything new going on over there, Wally? Gary, how was your day today? There's another guy who works constantly. Works hard. So does Big G. So does Wally. Moon. I guess everybody kind of does. So.
Oh, I know what the other thing I was going to tell you was.
What?
Percentage-wise, do you know how often Punxsutawney Phil is right about the weather prediction?
Probably as much as a real weatherman.
More, 39%.
I thought he would be 100% correct saying that it will be here in 6 weeks.
Nope.
Regardless.
39% chance. His record from the very first Groundhog's Day to today of predicting the weather when spring will come, when winter will end, is 39%.
It's 100% because it doesn't matter. It's always a month and a half.
It's 39%!
Okay, well, whoever gave you them facts is wrong because they don't know their... Well, that radio, I wouldn't listen to it no more because...
Oh, really? It's one of your favorite channels, 99.9.
I know, but whoever told you that is wrong because it's...
on the radio.
Well, I'm going to have to call the radio now because it's 100% right. If he says it's 6 weeks away, it's guaranteed to be 6 weeks away. And if he says it's a month and a half, it's guaranteed to be a month and a half, which is 6 weeks away. He's 100% correct 100% of the time. But maybe the shadow thing, I don't know. That could be what they're talking about.
39% of the time. He's right.
What Radio Shack what radio station Radio Shack?
It's 99.9.
That radio sucks. I'm sorry, I couldn't see it, but the radio sucks. True. Haha.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Do you know where there's one for sale? Walking around with stacks of chips. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So, what kind of gecko is it that you got out of the cage over there, Wally? Or did I miss it? Is it loose, or is it you just take it out, it eats and stuff, and then you put it back? That's true. That's true. Everything is for sale. I have to agree. Are you going to try to catch it and put it back in its enclosure? Or are you just going to let it run its course, Wally? He has a train. You know, he's going to come up one day and it's going to be doing like walking tight ropes and stuff. Or rolling stuff across the table like the guy from the Green Mile with his the mouse and the spool of thread. How long has it been loose, if you don't mind me asking? It's a supreme gecko, yeah. Instead of supreme geckos. Gotcha. I don't. That's what usually happens at casinos. That's why the house never loses. Aquatics, how are you? Get more than one gecko. That's funny. That is funny. Mr. Jingles. That's it. That's exactly what it was. Mr. Jingles. You know, I've never read the book. I should probably read the book because the guard, the mouse lived, a mouse only lives 2 years and it lived, what, 70, 80 years? Makes you wonder how long he will live, the guard. Or even the warden's wife. What's everybody's, Luna, what's going to be your most anticipated pairing of geckos this year? What's the one thing you're looking forward to pairing up this year? The other crazy cellmate. The one that got shot by the guard, or yeah, that's the one, right? I don't remember the actor's name. Yeah, it's been I have to agree with you, Gary. There's been a big void since we've been since he's been out of it. Barry Pepper, is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, that would be cool. What is it that you're working on? If you can say it, you don't have to say if you don't want to say. Doug Hutchinson. I'm sorry about that. That your boa died like that. Yep. Oh, he played Wild Bill. Okay. I'm looking at the whole cast here because I had to look it up because I'm trying to name names that I don't know. Yeah. It was a good movie, though. I did like it. Gary got it right. Wow. Yes, you did, Gary. You got it right. So, you watch movies while you clean? I usually watch them like I'll turn them on and then it's got to be a good movie for me to watch. Like The Green Mile, I like that one. And then I like certain shows too, like I like The Mandalorian, Peacemaker's great. It's funny. Peacemaker's a good movie. I like it. I don't know, a TV show. I don't know. I mean, DC show, weekly show. I don't know if you guys have been watching that or not. The Doom Patrol's kind of funny. What I find is Disney does Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, which comes out on Thursdays, but exactly at midnight. Now, the other one, the Patriot, or the Peacemaker, I mean, Peacemaker comes out on Thursdays also, but it does not come out till 2 a.m. when the West Coast is at midnight. Yeah, I've been trying to straighten that Gary guy out on that show, man, but he just ain't listening to me anymore. I don't get it. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Order Exotics, you got any suggestions? I'll tell you what, Order Exotics. We'll get rid of that Gary guy and put you on, okay? uh, he already put out what we're going to be talking about this week on the show, so it will be good. It will be good. Fire him. All right, I'll send him a text as soon as this episode's over. So that's what I will do. Crystal's good though. She's training the gecko that's loose at Supreme Gecko. I guarantee Crystal would. If you haven't seen the movie, I'll have to check that out. It sounds like an interesting movie. Okay, Wally, here's a question for you. And anybody can answer this question too. What is your favorite movie of all time? I know what mine is, but I want to know what everybody else's is before I tell everybody what mine is. She's going to be replacing you, huh? That will be interesting to see, Wally. Trains, Planes, Automobiles. Very good. I like that one too. Bad Boys. Action. Very good. I Love You Man comedy number 2. Yep. That's a good one. I could make mine a free sticker contest if somebody can guess what mine is. I've said it a million times on live streams and stuff, so I like Bad Boys. Bad Boys was good. Cool Hand Luke is yours, yeah? Far that oh my gosh. You know, that's funny. That is funny. Wow. Oh man. But no, that's not it. But that's funny. That is funny. Oh man. Oh. I don't know. I gotta look that movie up to see if I've ever seen it. Maybe. I may have seen it. Oh, it's on. I'll have to look it up then and see if I can. I'll watch it. You didn't miss much. We were talking about movies. I've heard of that saying too, but I don't remember what movie it came from. Oh yeah, Tanisha, what's your favorite movie? That's what we're talking about, pretty much. Everybody's favorite movie. Godfather, or should we say Podfather? Don Gary. Yep. Yeah, what's your favorite movie, Mr. J? Well, if you had to pick one, Like they said, you have to pick one movie and that's it. What would it be? You don't have one, Mr. J? If I gave you one quote from my movie that's my favorite, everybody in this chat room would get it instantly. The Mashaloo that the Godfather came in on is that boat right there. That's the Mashaloo. See it right above my thumb there? It's a big restaurant now. Right there above my thumb. Seen them both, but no. Youngbloods was okay. I like that one out of, but no. Nope. Nope. Good question. Who was your favorite actor then? You guys want me to tell you what my favorite movie is? Invincible. Vince Papale. Very good movie. He lives right across the bridge from this. You take this bridge, you go straight across it to Jersey. So you don't want me to tell you? Is that what you're saying? No, you don't want to give you a clue. See, let me see if I can figure out a good clue to give you that you might not get it. I'm trying to. If I give you a clue, if I give you any clue, Rocky was in Philly. Yep. None of the Rocky movies. And I look up trivia for the movie, and if I give you any trivia, I could tell you. I'm going to give you a clue for Becky's favorite movie, and I want you guys to tell me what it is. You ready, Becky? The Cop. The Cop.
No, that's not my favorite.
Okay, never mind. It's kind of a funny movie, though.
It was my dad's favorite.
It was her dad's favorite movie. The Cop. The Cop shit his pants. Oh. Sons of bitches took my thumb.
What you wearing fancy suit for, Charlie? Ain't got no job to
wear
wear
it
to, man.
The Princess Bride, I liked it, but no, that's not it. Pretty Woman's not it either. They're trying to guess my favorite movie. Mm-mm. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right. They want me to give them clues, but you can't even give a clue because if you give any kind of a clue, If I give a clue, then the sticker's off the charts.
No.
I can't give a clue because if you any clue, I looked up trivia and everything. You give one clue and they got it. Oh, in Philadelphia, yeah, that was a good movie too. I like that movie. Tom Hanks in Philadelphia movie.
Where did it take place?
You name the town, they're going to know them. It's very simple. Anything you say about that movie, and they have it.
Well, because it's an iconic movie.
And I can't even mention the person that played in the movie because they will get it instantly. Napoleon Dynamite, no, but that was a pretty funny movie.
It's a holiday movie.
They'll get it now. They'll get it. Watch. They'll get it immediately.
What? Just because I said it's a
Yeah,
holiday movie?
Wally Kern is a movie buff. He'll figure it out in a second. I was thinking I was going to say the year, but then the Pope. You're close for that one that we were talking about a minute ago.
Die
Elf.
Hard.
No. Die Hard is not a Christmas. That's what they say. No.
Die
No.
Hard 10. Okay, I'm not going to start this debate.
Debate.
Yes. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It is a movie based around Christmas time.
That's what he says. Anyway, Wally
Pope
got
of Greenwich Village.
yeah, the
yes.
Pope of Greenwich Village. That's the one he got, but that ain't the one I'm talking about. But no,
it's
that's
not a Christmas story. Nope.
nope.
Oh.
Close. They're close to it, but no. Yes, it is. I agree with you. I agree with you,
I
Gary.
said I'm only telling you if you asked Siri or Alexa, that's what she tells you.
Well, that and even
Little Mermaid.
even the actor Bruce Willis came out and said it is not a Christmas movie. No, not the Santa Claus. No.
Time frame. It is a.
Don't you can't give him even one
Maybe
hint.
you have to.
No.
They're
Is it? Yes, it's a Christmas. That's where we're
yes,
at. Okay,
it's
that's
a
where.
Christmas movie. Yes.
Okay, they're getting it. They're gonna get it now because you can't give them one. You can't give them one clue. These guys are good like that. They'll figure it out. Christmas Vacation? No, I like Christmas Vacation. No, that's my
We're
favorite.
trying to figure a hint we can give because every time I come up with a hint, he tells me, nah.
Well, if I even give one hint now that they know it's a Christmas movie, they got a Christmas movie down. So if you give them one hint, you can't tell me they wouldn't get it. You can't even mention a town or anything in the movie.
Let me do some.
Home Alone? Nope.
Let's see.
And this is her mother's favorite movie too, by the way. Kind of, you know. No. Nope, Wally. Nope. Nope. Big G. No, it is not. No. Ding.
Wait, stop.
He got it.
Stop.
Wally got it.
Oh, okay.
No, Wally got it. Wally said it. Yep. Now you see, Wally, if I mentioned an actor, a person, even a quote from the movie, people will get it.
Well, would they have gotten it if I would have said this as a hint? The guardian angel prevents me from committing suicide.
Yeah, they would have got it right away.
How do you know? You're not them.
I would have got it. Well, maybe. I don't know, but Wally got it.
Would they have understood that one? The guardian angel prevents him from committing
Like
suicide.
Wally said, any quote from the movie or anything, he would have got. That's why I couldn't.
For a lot of people who don't watch the movie.
See, even if I had said it was a movie from 1946, would have you gotten that, Wally? I love Krampus. It's an excellent Christmas movie. Family Christmas
Yeah,
movie.
if you want a friggin' nightmare.
That's funny. Yeah. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Yes, you would anything. You couldn't even say Pottersville. You couldn't have said anything like that. You would have got it.
So who wins the sticker?
Wally Curry. Next time I send him something, we'll send him a sticker. No, see, Wally Kern wouldn't have got the 1946 thing. Damn. But Christmas in 1946, yes, he would have got it. He would have got it right away. Mm-hmm. No nightmares on your end? Yeah.
It's my all-time favorite movie.
P.S. I love you? I don't know.
Oh. See, now if Kelsey Kell was on here, she would know.
It's oh, but you were scared of that when you were a kid.
No, I was not.
Oh,
You're thinking of the Wizard
Wizard
of
of
Oz.
Oz. Yeah, no, never mind. Becky's favorite movie, and it would be hard to give any clue from that movie either. Devil's Rejects. That was a pretty interesting movie.
Well, no, it's a Disney movie, and it's got a princess.
Oh yeah, a movie with a princess in it. Don't hit my swear. You see, even Big G knows any clue from that. Hot dog. You would have got it. You would have got it right away, no matter what what you would say in that movie. Yeah. Yeah, princess movie from Disney. Can anybody guess her favorite movie?
"13 main characters."
And it won it won an Academy Award.
Did you hear me?
Yeah. I really don't do horror films. Yeah. I am the devil, yeah.
Don't all Disney movies have a princess?
Not the last one.
Nope. Not all
Nope,
Disney
nope.
movies don't have princesses.
Not the last cartoon one didn't. She wasn't a princess.
But there's a lot of Disney movies that don't have princesses.
That's true.
101 Dalmatians is a Disney movie. Does it have a princess?
Yeah, the little Dalmatian dog.
Lady and the Tramp. Is there a princess?
The Tramp. But it's none of those movies. You can't really give a clue.
No.
No.
It's older than The Beauty and the Beast.
Yes. I believe it won a 1939 or 1937 or 1939 Academy Award, and it won one big one. And did you ever see it? Go look it up. Yeah.
Who just texted you?
Bambi. Now Bambi's dad
Nope.
gets shot in that movie.
It's not Bambi. Oh, okay.
You know,
I've seen that. That was a good movie.
I thought it was a pretty good movie. Yeah, see?
Are you feeding him intel?
How could I feed him intel? Wally Kern's a movie buff. You can name a quote and he'll get it.
Wally Kern's right.
That's why I said, he said any movie. You know, you say a quote, he might not have got to 1946, but the minute somebody mentioned Christmas, he would have got it. I don't even know what do you mean by that?
Oh, it's Mar. Is that Mar?
No. I have no idea who that is. Has no idea about what. Dumbo, good movie. Did you guys like the new version? The new version of Dumbo or no? Frosty was good. Aquaballs, George, how are you doing? Quote from my number 2 favorite movie. Look at this. Here you go, hon. Do you know where that movie come from?
Okay, quotes are my 2 favorite movies.
It was number 2 favorite movie. Oh, it is. Of course, Luna would get it right away. I know that's it. It's Animal House for sure. Another excellent movie. Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, MK. Duh. That's another one from My Animal House. Yes.
Hello.
Or My Animal House. Animal House. Yes. Good one.
Oh, it was great. Everybody took a picture of Andy's computer because it said something like that to your mom.
He's on a roll. Yeah. So, what is?
Yeah.
Give us a quote from one of your favorite movies, Luna. Big G's. Surviving day by day. Yeah, Aquaballs. We're all doing that, I think. I tried to catch her live yesterday, George, but I just missed it. Leo is in the house. Leo, what is your favorite movie? And give us a quote from one of your favorite movies. We're just playing a little trivia like here. That's it. Yeah, George, I try to catch all your lives. They're pretty good. You'd show a lot of your tanks and stuff like that. I like it. Planes, trains, and automobiles. That's a simple one. Between two pillows. I could picture that whole scene in my head. That was funny. Mm. Yes. The link is at the top of the chat over there.
He was going in and asking my mom all these questions, trying to figure out what your favorite.
Oh, that's her favorite movie too, though. How does she not?
She said it was either because he kept coming in and asking about the Christmas Story and stuff like that.
Oh.
He was getting things confused. Did you get Aunt Louise's address? I just screenshotted the text from Annie Ann and said I figured it was just easier to send it that way.
Home Alone, yes. John Candy was amazing. Died way too young.
And then I signed it from all of us. I signed it with me, Andy. I signed it with, I said, love, Becky, Andy, David, Kelsey, Emma, Andrew, Emmett, and Francis.
We're gonna have Leo pop on in a minute and talk. But anyway, what's trying to think. Yeah, that was my all-time favorite movie. I really couldn't give you even a clue from it. Trying to think of other movie quotes. All the movie quotes I can give you guys are just like you guys would probably know the movies, I'm sure. I am sure.
Oh, and Emmett's birthday party is March 5th. Okay, just let you know, because they don't pay a lot of attention, so and her family, everything's.
Yes, he was, George. Yes, he was.
And it's peanut.
But that was not in that movie. That was in Home Alone 2. He was on Lost in New York.
Because he's like hooked on that movie now. At least for now, that's like the Carter. The Nemo movie. I mean, he still watches them. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like 24/7. That's all he watches.
I was talking with Wally a while back about TV shows when I was a kid, and I sent him links to TV shows that I watched. It's kind of funny stuff from the Chicago area. Cool Hand Luke, yes, very good quote. What we have here is failure to communicate. Full Metal Jacket, very good movie. Yes, yes, yes.
I wasn't careful. Yeah. He said her money because of the sheet open and she's like, God damn it, my mom. And then she called and yelled at him. He's like, well, you were talking to
Yeah, that would be Silence of the Lambs. Am I correct there, Wally? Yes, yes, yes.
I should know you went to work.
That is a bingo. Yeah, it's kind of a movies are, it depends on the movie, I guess, but I don't know how many. Do you guys watch your movies more than once? Do you watch them several times? Another great movie, Caddyshack. Loved it. Watched it the other day. Well, it's been a couple weeks, but I watched it. It was pretty good. Yeah, they're good ones too, George. I like those ones too. I like Dr. Emmett Brown. Do you guys have any of you guys seen that newer? That's not a new movie. It came out like last year, but the one where Bronx Tale. I loved it. Excellent movie. What was I going to say? What was I saying? What was it talking about? Oh, the new movie with oh, I can't remember his name, but anyway, it was called I Am Nobody or Nobody. J Dog, how are you? Yeah, I have to say it is. Oh, yeah, definitely underrated. Now you can't leave, and they locked the door. Have you guys watched? What you guys think of? Well, Big G. What did you think of? Um, The Sopranos and stuff. Did you like The Sopranos?
I wonder. Hold on a second. You there?
And Wally, have you seen the new Ghostbusters movie? Afterlife. Was wondering if you guys like it. What you guys thought of it? Yeah, they're pretty cool. J Dog, I like them. A lot of work though. You didn't see the new Ghostbusters movie? I will tell you this. The new Ghostbusters movie surprised me. It was better than I thought it was going to be. It really was. I liked it too. Wally, there's a good question for you from J Dog.
Oh, it's on right now too. It's season 3. Yeah, and then tomorrow it will be today.
Yeah, I hear you. My kids were young then too. I like that. The Sopranos was good. Did you see the movie from The Sopranos, the prequel to them? They just came out with that movie, The Saints of the Streets of Saint Mary or something like that. I can't remember the name of it at the top of my head, but I watched that. I didn't like that as much as I liked the series of The Sopranos. Sons of Anarchy was good too. I like that show, that series.
Oh, tell him he knows he likes that show. Now he's going to watch it and be happy.
Let me see. What are we talking about here, Wally? A white-footed cresty.
I'll let you watch it. Because I hear it in the background. Oh, it's celebrity. Oh,
Yeah, see, when you have time to watch it, you can watch it and get into it more. Good series to get into. I watched it not that long ago too. I watched all of them. About 6 months ago, maybe not quite. I watched them all from beginning, all of them.
What? Who's on the show? Oh, okay. Well, that's the only one you know now.
I'm gonna look that up, Wally, if you don't mind.
I just got yelled at.
Why?
For
Oh.
telling my mom who's on Celebrity Big Brother.
Oh. when you get a chance, Wally, you'll have to send me a picture of it, I think. Absolutely, J-Dog, you can. Give me a second here. I'll see if this is it. Is that it, Wally? I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I'm trying. Yes. Is that the one you were talking about, J-Dog and Wally? Is that the one you guys are talking about? It's actually pretty cool. I don't know if I'll be able to get that on there real good or not. It's actually pretty cool. Wow. It would be cool to pop something like that out, wouldn't it? Yeah, go ahead, put that link in, and we'll go check that out too. Oh, there he is. Hold on. Our buddy's here now.
Hi. Oh,
There we go. I can hear you now.
am I coming in clear?
Yes, very clear. Very
All
clear.
right, perfect. Yeah, I've been meaning to hop on here for a while, but every time I'm
Wrong.
like, oh, what was wrong?
It was me. All me.
Oh, that's okay. You get anything today as far as eggs?
No, I haven't. I check them. I make sure everything's good, but I don't go to the egg box until I go to getting ready to shut it down. It's the way I've always done it, so I don't. But I don't expect nothing yet.
I got 2 more today from
what?
Some it's a white and yellow snow raptor from Gary. Here, I can actually hold on. I'm gonna pull her out.
Okay.
Do a little show and tell.
Stop it, Emma. I will check that out, J-Dog, for sure.
All right. Oh, let's see. So I wonder if I can.
I can make you the whole screen.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to make you the whole screen. Wait a minute. You're still there, right? Hold on. Did I get... You got disconnected. You got to come back on somehow. I think you disconnected. Yep. Come on, Emma. There's little kids watching.
Well, too bad.
There he is. I don't know what happened.
So I hit the wrong button.
Right.
I meant to see if I could turn it around, and I actually reloaded the page. But
all right, let me try something here. Nope, that's wrong.
yeah.
I'll get it. I want to get it. Nope. There, wrong way. Wait a minute here. Hold on. We'll get you so that we can see you only. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. No. Oh, I know what I gotta do.
There we go. So let me see if I can angle that right. Yeah, but it's pretty bright. So I'm hoping to get some white and yellow stuff out of her.
Yeah, I agree. She's very, very bright. But hold on. I gotta figure this out here. There's gotta be a way to make me small. I'm hitting the wrong thing somewhere along the way here. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. I don't know what I'm doing. But I guess that's normal. So I did it the other day. Oh, I know what I gotta do. There we go. Duh, I got it. You can hear me
there we
now.
go.
Sorry. There we go.
So
And now what is she exactly again?
she's a white and yellow Max Snow Raptor.
Okay.
So, and I paired her to a tangerine tremper, but I'm expecting to get some really. I want to get more of the tangerine out. I can actually let me get the male, because the male is something like he's one of those geckos that he was like nothing special as a juvenile, and then one day he just like exploded with color. And I took him to a blood too. Let's see. So
Oh, he's nice.
yeah, he just kept getting brighter. But so I'm hoping to get a lot of nice stuff from him. He's the dad of all those snows, those nice looking like pet snows that I had created. So I'm hoping now that with the white and yellow, he'll actually produce some other nice stuff.
Yeah, he'll be nice. He's nice looking.
Do you have any more pairings you're going to be doing?
I'm just gonna keep pairing stuff up till I get eggs.
Yeah. I've got the two females that I repaired. One of them, I was sure that she was going to be gravid, but looking at her and I just saw like a nice ovulation. I mean, the male, the first time I put them together, it seemingly got like 3 locks, but I guess it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So, hopefully that one's ready to go. Then I'm trying to get one more pairing in, and that should be it. But then maybe get the pick this stuff going too.
Yeah, that's fun. Pick this stuff is fun.
I'm excited to see those little tiny eggs they make.
Oh, and they're so fragile because I have to use a spoon to pick them up because they.
I remember you were telling me. Let me put the smell back. I remember you were telling me, and like just looking at them, I was like, these things are like pea size.
Yeah,
which makes sense. They're already small.
You can fit 2 or 3 of them in a milk cap. You know, a milk bottle cap. Easy.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Wally's the pick the king in here. He's got he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So, what's your next pairing you expect? I mean, what's your next set of eggs going to be?
The next one that should come out, I believe, will be some more Bell head eclipse to Snow Radar.
Oh,
I think she's next in line. Everybody's laid except for apart from the two that have that didn't lay because they weren't gravid, but they had good ovulation, so they should be gravid now.
Yeah, Wally here. He says he broke his first pick the egg for the first time in a number of years. Yesterday.
Oh.
Wally, I have to go get a little spork or a little spoon or something to pick them up because they're fragile. They're really fragile. I'm
I'm
used to
excited to see them hatch, though.
Yeah, you seen them when I hatched, right? It was like the size of my thumbnail. It was sitting right
Yeah,
on my
he's
thumb.
tiny. What did you have him on? What were you feeding him?
I feed them mealworms, and then
Mealworms,
the little micro mealworms you can
the
buy.
small ones.
That,
Yeah,
yeah, that was before I got all my peanut beetles. So
the peanut beetles. Yeah, that's what the peanut beetles be perfect because they don't
mhm.
they don't get any bigger.
Nope. Yeah, them
Those things
tiny
are
little
fun.
them little worms that the peanut beetles produce, they tear them up.
And then you're waiting on crested eggs too, right?
Yep, they're coming. They come like every 30 days, I guess. 30 to 40 days, I get a set of crested gecko eggs. So keep an eye on that. I'll
And
tell you what I'm doing that's coming up though. I got some. I'm gonna do a video on like crested gecko food, all the different types, because I got
yeah.
um,
Oh, the supply, right?
Hikari sending me out some to try, so I'll do it. It's already pre-mixed. It's in a little squeeze bottle.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah,
even better.
so they even
Wow.
sell. Hikari even sells
Oh, okay, yeah.
leopard gecko food in a gel form that's already pre-mixed. But I don't know how good that stuff is either. I don't know how good any of it is. I'm gonna do a video on it though. I'll do comparing um all the ingredients and things like that, and then I will after that I will get uh put it in and we'll see how much each one eats. I heard that the crested gecko food though, that from Hikari, the um gargoyle geckos like it a lot. So I don't know. Can't hear you. Got no sound from you. It's like you got your microphone muted or something. There we go. I'm sure I can just say something and I'll let you know. There you go. I can hear you now.
You got me?
Can definitely hear. Yeah, I got you.
Nice.
Got you
So,
now.
so how long do the cresteds take to hatch?
It depends on the temperature because if you do like room temperature in the 70s, between 60 and 90 days. I've heard some people going over 100 days. All right, Wally. Talk to you later. No volume again. If you're saying something, I don't know if you're saying anything. See you later, Luna. Nothing. Can't hear nothing. So, Gary, you're going to produce 17 geckos this year, and that's it? You got the specific number 17, huh? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I might only produce one or two. Now you're muted. Oh, there you go. Say something now. I don't know if I'll hear you or not. So I'm going to produce maybe one gecko this year. I'm not sure. Nothing. I don't know what's going on. Technical difficulties.
So you have to go to the bathroom?
No, I'm good, Emma.
I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, huh? Nothing. So does that mean you're going to get some alligator geckos? Or are you just doing that to prove something out there, Gary, that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to? Technical difficulties. So, Mark, when was your first pair of eggs laid? So we get an idea of when you will be hatching some out, when they're going to be hatching out. Dorky. Yeah, that'll work, Gary. Dorky geckos. I'm going to change my name to No Eggs. That's what it's going to be. No Eggs Exotics. Do you have the date written down as to when they came in? Do you have the date written down as to when they when they came in? I can hear you, but I can hear myself too now.
Well,
do you have the date written down as to when they?
yes, I do. Hold on.
Sorry,
Let's see.
Why are you not sure they're good, Mark? What day were they laid? Do you have it written down? I write down every time one's laid, and then I got the exact date when they're laid, so I could figure out basically when they're gonna hatch out. What makes you think they're not good, and what temperature are you incubating at? January 8th to roughly March 10th-ish, somewhere in there. And what makes you think they're not good? Ooh, let me go over here. Let's look at that. Okay, there we go. That. I think you're muted now. Gotcha. 83 geese. That's what you're thinking? Yeah. What makes you think they're not good, though? That's what I'm asking you. Why do you think that they're not good eggs, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. If they're still white, they're not yellow or shriveled up or growing fuzz, you're good. At least that's my experience that I've ever had. And even then, sometimes. But even white ones sometimes are bad, so. But I think you're doing okay. I think you're going to be fine with it. Then you're good. At least.
Okay. How about
Yep.
now?
I can hear you.
Perfect.
Can't see you, though. There we go. There we go. We're good now.
Difficulties.
It's okay. It happens.
Speaking of that, when do you give up on an egg? Like when are you sure that it's bad?
If it doesn't, if it doesn't deflate and it doesn't grow fuzz after the first, like if there's two of them and one hatches, I wait a while before I decide it's no good. I wait.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a dud. They had nothing in it. Go for like maybe it was in the male incubator, and it went for like 70 days or something like that. I just wanted to see how long it would go, and it never deflated and nothing like that.
Yeah, never went bad or nothing, right?
Yeah.
I've had that happen. But then at a certain point, you're like, well,
there's nothing in there. Yeah,
70 days in the male incubator is kind of way long.
So if you know something is in there, but it's past, let's say it's a male incubator, and you get to like 50 days, and you know that something was in there, do you just consider like it just didn't happen, or let's say they deflate, and like you just think, well, this one just went bad. You ever had those?
Yeah, but I've always opened them up.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I always open them up. Usually, it's slime in there or something. Nothing big, but
I had some last year that went. I opened them up and they were pretty developed, like it, but they were already way past. Like it was just obvious that they were. It's like they had gotten to like almost hatching, and then just I don't know, just something went
Yep.
wrong.
That happens too. I've had that happen too.
They had awesome patterns on them though, so I was like, well, that sucks, but yeah, they just didn't make it.
I had one hatch out, and then its clutch mate hatch out 90% of the way, and just died. It was weird.
So you'd already like pipped out of the egg.
Pipped out of the egg, halfway its body, half out, and then it was just dead.
Wow.
So I guess it could just happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I also last year was my first year, and within my first year of breeding, I got my first deformity. I guess you could say it was of the one pairing, I got only 2 babies, and then there was a third, and the third was like I don't know. He hatched kind of early, and he still had his like quote unquote belly button. You know, he had the yolk and
Yep.
all that,
Uh-huh.
and but he didn't have any eyelids. And I was like trying to figure. I was like, well, let's give him a chance, and see what what happens. And he was moving around, and he ate. He actually ate after the yolk was gone, but then after, I don't think he lasted more than like a week and a half or something. So gave him the chance just to see, but no, he didn't make it. But what was interesting is those 2 parents, I have them as possible head eclipse. None of the other 2 babies that I got out were eclipse. That one, the eyes were all black. I don't know if it's because they were underdeveloped or because it was an eclipse. So hopefully this year I'll find out. So
the only now Gary on his live stream, we were talking. He had a few that come out with like one with no leg once and things like that. But the only deformity I've ever had was a cleft lip. One had a cleft lip. It was like just on the one side. So now I don't know what would cause that, but it happens, I guess.
Yeah. I'm hoping that female. She was just laying nothing but duds last year, and she like said she only got 2 babies out. So this year, if I breed her and it's the same idea, then I'll just retire her.
Yeah, if it happens again, then it's something genetic.
Yeah, it's something that she's predisposed to, I suppose.
Yeah.
So
Well, at least
he did. Here, let me pull out. She got this baby. He's really good. He was the one that I decided to hold back from them. This, I wonder if I can show.
that's a nice one.
Oh. But trying to light to make it a little more accurate, I guess. But yeah, he's pretty nice. Even the other one that came out was a non-albino, and he's pretty dark. So yeah, no, I guess that's just the way it goes. You get a couple. I was wondering, I think they were talking about it on the last podcast, last Fauna Radio. You guys talking about that? So like, it seems like super forms. First off, am I wrong, or is there a super lemon frost?
I don't know if there's super lemon frost, and I have no idea.
I think it's in the book, but then the book sometimes is not. Some of the morph things aren't always accurate, but
this book,
yeah, I think it's in there.
I'll look it up.
It's so funny. We both have it in arm's reach. Yep. Page 81.
Page 81. Oh, okay. Wow.
But see, I thought it was a dominant thing. Oh, I guess. The super can only make it worse, but.
Yeah, you would think because of twice the amount of the pigment that causes it.
On page 92, it says, note the abundance of white, which is a characteristic of the super form.
He's got a lot in here on the lemon frost in this book.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Now there you go.
That's weird. But so, because I was thinking the other day, because it seems like so super forms typically. I know that like what is it? There's a trait in African fat tails. The supers, is it the zeros maybe that the supers they never make it out of the egg.
Yes, I think it's the zeros or the weight outs or something like that. Like I said, I'm just new
The fat
uh,
tails.
to them this year, actually. So
So and then the lily whites. That's the problem with them as well, right?
yes, they become out leucistic and they don't make it. They're the pearl version. That's like the pearl version of the ball python of the spider gene is a pearl and it's pure white and never lives.
I was just thinking about that. How that was interesting. That even it seems like a lot of times the super versions of things. I know in ball pythons, there's a couple of things where the super versions aren't the best, but um, it
Super
just seems like
Mojave,
super. Oh, the super
super
Mojaves. That's what.
yeah,
Yeah.
super lessers. You can get the different sized eyes and stuff. But yeah, because each trait is actually each trait and each morph is actually not normal,
Right.
regardless of what it is. Because
Right.
from the north, so when you double it up, sometimes it starts adding.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because
that's like the
even
leucistic Texas rat snakes. They get them big bulge eyes. Some of them do.
and even even when it from what we've had go right, like even like we've there's people bring up the super snows and how sometimes you'll get super snows with the little the funny looking face or
Hmm.
females that they can never get back up to weight, and it just it's weird. It seems like I guess a lot of times super forms just the animals aren't as strong as their non super counterparts.
Well, that yeah, well, that's like the Black Knight too. Is super form of the Black Knight, which is like the when you breed a Black Knight to a Black Knight, and you get the
Oh,
females that don't.
they don't produce.
Yeah, well, that's probably with just a normal Black Knight too, because I don't know much about the Black Knight either, because I don't have any in
Mhm.
my collection either. So I can't quote me on that exactly. I'm putting that out there.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
But
that's. I was thinking about that. I was like, it just seems like a lot of super stuff seems to be either weaker or doesn't make it out of the egg. You know,
yep.
which is
Uh,
also interesting.
mhm.
And yeah, it's a weird thing. I mean, I don't know. Some of the things I think about sometimes, like in the wild, did things like that occur that just never made it? Or
For a
yeah,
reason, yeah.
yeah. So uh, maybe somewhere out there, and that's weird too. I was thinking about that the other day too. I'm like, what if there was like think of all the morphs that did occur in the wild that just never made it uh, to us because they were probably too brightly colored or something like that, and they couldn't hide.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't I never uh I never thought about it much, but yeah, you're right. A lot of superform stuff is messed up.
Yeah, yeah. It's I don't even know. Well, I don't know about any other.
I had a Max Super Snow that she just would never lay
Mine,
eggs. Never.
my Super Snow Eclipse. Like I bred her last year, the one I was test breeding, and I mean, she wasn't like she was scrawny to begin with, but she was still good weight, and
Mhm.
just breeding just couldn't. Like I was just scared. I wanted her to just stop, but after like the first 4 or 6 eggs or whatever, I just wanted her to stop because the eggs were wider than her, and even now that she's back up to weight, I'm like this. She's not right, and I
Yeah.
don't think she will get back. And that she's happy just being there, and she was ovulating. I saw her ovulating, and I was like, no, no, we're not trying that again.
No.
Because that she wasn't going to get back to weight. It was obvious that she wasn't going to be a producer. So no, yeah, it's that is I don't know. I was thinking about the super form thing and I was thinking too because I was looking. I have a pet Max Snow, and I was like the Max Snows, if they could survive past the juvenile stage, right? Because when they're black and gray,
Mhm.
um, an adult Max Snow could probably slip under the radar in the wild. So
Mhm.
eventually, maybe you would have a super snow at least hatchling out there somewhere in the
Yeah.
wild. But
Yeah, I would think. I would definitely think so.
I don't know if there's any other in the other reptiles like that are super forms. I don't know. I know ball. Oh, you said Texas rat snakes have that super
Yep.
form.
Yep. The leucistic Texas rat snake. Ball pythons have a lot of stuff that's super form, and most of it. And then there's the death genes too. That the fatal genes in ball pythons that you can't mix the the two morphs together because they die. There's
Like
a
they
whole
won't
list
hatch
of.
out,
Well,
or
they just come out the pearl version and they die. They just
Hmm.
don't make it. Yeah, like a champagne to a champagne, a super champagne's deadly.
Wow.
But then you can't mix champagne with certain genes. You can't mix sable. You can't mix. There's a whole list of stuff you shouldn't breed together.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, no, it's and that kind of comes along with having to track. You want to track stuff because I know sometimes in ball pythons you might want to. I don't know if the champagne is like a. I don't know if they have any recessors that can't be mixed together. I don't know if champagnes are
Yeah,
recessors, but
no,
no.
champagne's
Oh,
not
okay.
recessive. So and I don't know. I know that that's the problem with the lily white. Now you're gonna get some. I've seen it even on Facebook already. This lady bred her crested geckos,
Mhm.
and one came out and it died right away. It was dead when it came out, and it was a pure white one. And
Wow.
the thing that pops in my head is if you get a low visual lily
Yeah.
white and breed it to a normal lily white, you're
Yeah.
thinking, or even two low visuals you don't even know have lily white in them, and you get the super form, and that's where the problem's going to be with the lily white. Not that I think there's anything wrong with people having it. I don't think so. It's fine. Do whatever you want. But
But it's just something that could, for somebody who's not trying to cross them, you might find, try to breed the whitest crested gecko line breed them. You might end up with the super form.
You're screaming coming from behind this door. Do not enter. Do not come in.
yeah, I know. I got it. So
It's going to be long.
Yeah. No.
yeah.
So are you doing anything else? Get any more spiders?
I haven't decided yet. I would like to. I got my
Yeah.
female. I'm going to breed a couple. I got a couple that I'm going to breed here, and
Hmm.
I hope. I
You have
got
any pairs?
I got the albopilosum, the Tillicata
Oh,
albopilosum, true Nicaraguan form, and then I
yeah.
have a guy in the next couple towns over from me here has a male Venezuelan sun tiger. I got a
Oh,
female,
that'd be
so
cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. The one I got, the P Cambridge eye that I got from John Apple, I had just rehoused him the other day, and I was like, I don't know, it's cool once you start getting the Samopoe's a little bigger.
Hmm.
And the whole time I was thinking, I'm like, please don't teleport on me, because those they can really dart.
Well, the Cambridge eye. I don't know what their bites like, but I know the the um
The Sun Tiger.
the sun tiger. Their bite is pretty potent. They say. I
Yeah,
don't know
and
because they don't flick hairs. I don't know if the Cambridge eye flick hairs or not.
no, I think I believe the whole Samopoe's genus, they don't flick hairs, but they have a little more. They're like a new world, old world.
Combo type of thing there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're kind of, some people, I see people a lot saying that if you're thinking of getting like pokies and stuff like that, you might want to get those first, just because they're a good introduction to them. I haven't had mines try to dart off on me. They've been pretty good, which is nice. But then again, have you ever had that where after a molt they'll change personality?
No, I never noticed, but they
Yeah,
probably do.
it can happen, and I had never thought about it till I heard that. But I remember as a kid, my rose hair, first tarantula I ever bought, rose hair. I remember I was 12 years old. I was extremely afraid of spiders, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna overcome my fear. And which, what's funny, full grown rose hair, $12 at the pet shop.
Yep.
Try finding that price again.
Yeah,
But
never have.
you can't even, you can barely find the rose hairs now. And I remember I was like, that night
I was in my bed and I couldn't sleep. I was like, I woke up and I was just thinking, I was like, I got to take it back. I can't do this. I can't. It's too much. But I just braved it, and it was mean. It was mean. It had a pretty active. Oh, it's scary. They're really cool once you get into it.
Yeah.
But I remember she was rough. Like she would attack anything. She was very defensive. Had a really high feeding response. But after the first time she molted on me, she was just fine. I remember I have a picture on Facebook from when I was a kid where I decided to handle her, and she was fine. She wasn't mean anymore after she molted. Just
That's pretty
completely
cool.
changed.
I know my Samapomus Armenia, when I rehoused her, she teleported across the table. I was going trying to catch her, but I got her.
Yeah, the only one I've ever had try to get away from was my pumpkin patch, which I hear is common. They want to walk out all over the place.
And they're fast. I had
Yeah.
a bunch of those. They're super fast.
I rehoused
Not
my
that they're bad.
my
Mr. Creepy Crawlers, how are you doing?
My what is this? I believe it's Cochiana Bernipes. I don't remember the common name for it, but this is a freebie I got from John Apple when I bought that the Trinidad Chevron. But it's gotta be 1/8 of an inch, could be smaller.
Yeah, is that the one you were showing me? That was real super tiny.
Yeah, super small, and I don't even know. The camera might not even be able to pick them up.
Oh yeah, you can see them in there. Yeah, I can see them in there.
It's so hilarious. You throw like a really small cricket in there, and it's like a tiny, like little safari going on in there. But
when I had a
go on.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, he gave it to me in a bigger pill vial, it's hilarious because I'm like, I had never had a spider where I was like, this pill vial is too big, so I had to switch him into a smaller one because I was afraid that he would crawl up and then fall down. But
I know mine. I cut up little mealworms and drop pieces in there when they're that tiny, and then they eat them. Will you stop?
Yeah. I've heard those mature out at like, I think females will get like 2.5 inches, males will get like 1.5. Yeah. They're small. They're like true dwarfs. Rehoused in a sling in a bigger tube. Just stays in his place. Yeah. They're one of my favorite spiders. The pumpkin patches.
Oh yeah, I like the pumpkin patch. Mine
really good.
I got real tiny, and then I had to rehouse them a couple times. They got bigger, but like I said, I got my P. Armenia in a big enclosure, so I don't have to do it anytime soon.
Yeah.
When she takes off, she's like a bullet. I was watching a video. I can never find it again though, and the guy was all excited. He goes, "I got my P. Armenia," and he opened up the enclosure because he just got it. It was all in the paper towels and all. And he opened it up, and it jumped on his shoulder and then darted. And at the blink of an eye, as he turned the camera around, it was all the way in the next room, all the way in the far corner, and it took him for hours to catch it.
Well, and I hear that they actually these actually they can jump. They're actually one of the trenches that they'll take a little hop.
What,
so
the P. Armenias?
All the Psalmopoeus, that whole genus, they'll take a quick jump. So,
I believe it.
They're really they're cool though. I don't know why I zeroed in on that genus. I like the whole thing. I have a Cambridgei, I have the Armenia, the Victorii. Oh, and the Polker. The Polker. I have the Panama Blonde.
Yeah.
That's all I have for that genus. But I don't know. I just zoned in on that one. Then I want to collect them all.
The OBT genus, I can't remember. I can't pronounce it.
I can't believe it. Yeah, I forgot. I just say P. Yeah, it was because everybody calls it OBT. Get stuck with that.
Yeah. Well, there's a whole genus of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to have
and color forms.
Color forms. That's what I meant. Yeah, and range spots. I'd like to get all those. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'd like.
So Gary kisses.
Whatever.
Gary.
Oh, kiss my Death Stalker.
Kiss my Death Stalker. That's pretty funny.
It was funny when I, after taking a break from the tarantula hobby, after like, I don't know, maybe just really being into it, like 10 years and coming back into it, I was like, what are all these names? And then like after seeing what happened to the Avicularia genus, how they just decided like, you know what, all of these are just color forms. Like,
Yeah.
because there used to be all the different ones, and then A Leda and A Versicolor became C Leda and C Versicolor. And those are real popular right now. The metallic pink tone.
Well, that's like they changed the name from
the
um,
curly hair.
from
Yeah.
Brachypelma to Tila. They did that with a bunch of them too. It's not even Brachypelma vagans no more. It's Tila vagans now. So it's
that was which is interesting about the tarantula stuff, because like literally it's still in progress. Like, they're still rearranging the names and kind of figuring out what's what, and they're still discovering new stuff too. So it's pretty interesting that you're watching it actually in progress. People are still going out there and describing them. It's the orange 4 to 5 inch amount to show different colors. Yeah.
Yes. I got books and stuff like that, but I'm not real good with the names on those. So on all the tarantula species, because they get kind of crazy.
I find that I pronounce the scientific names, like, I don't know. I think because I took it from John 3800, I pronounce it the way that he would say it, and maybe everybody decided they were pronounced different later on, because like, what is it? He used to say Ceratogyris, and I think people say Ceratogyris now for like the horn.
I've always called it Ceratogyris too.
And,
the horn baboons.
And there's another one that I get. Oh, so from what I remember, people used to say Poecilotheria, and now people say Poecilotheria.
Yeah, Poecilotheria, and it's what happened to Poecilotheria. I don't get
people,
that one.
That was the whole thing why people call them Pokies. I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah, now when it comes to the horn baboons, I got the Ceratogyris marshali, which is a great horn baboon.
That's the one I want to get. That I have a Darlingi, the rear horn.
Yeah, she's not even here right now, Mark. She walked somewhere else. She's talking to Emma.
Yeah, I like the horn baboons. It's cool. Once they get older, they get the horn finally. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah,
mine started my Darlingis I had. You can watch it as they molt. You get the little dot in the center of the back, and then it turns into a little hump. It gets a little bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think the male got the female grab it. I don't think so. There's a part of me. There's a little piece of me is like maybe, but oh well, he went out fighting. So
it's a shame that happens too, because then you got to look for a whole new male again. And
I have another one, but from what I haven't tried to sex it, but that one I'm feeling could be a female. I have a smaller one, but if it's a male, then I get lucky again.
Yeah, but you can always buy a male too, right? From there might be a little bit more money, but you can breed it and get your. But you got to. What I've seen a lot of people do is they overfeed the female right before they breed her, so she doesn't have that hunger thing on her mind.
She had taken. I was feeding her. I was hammering her with superworm, so I was like, "You shouldn't be hungry." But apparently, she had murder on her mind. I guess. She didn't even give him a chance. She just flew from across the enclosure, and just got him. And then it was like she had him, and I was like, let me try and take him. Maybe I can at least pull him away from her. And she was not letting go. And then it was like out of spite, she just lifted a fang out and just jabbed him again. And I was like, no, like you're just doing it out of spite. But yeah, and literally, it's what was crazy is I thought something would be left, but like there's nothing. Like the area that he was in is just there's nothing. Like
she did that fang thing, just saying you ain't getting them back. See,
it was crazy. Like she was just aimed up at me, and she just kind of took one out and just jabbed it back in. And I'm just like, wow. I'm like that's. And then like I said, it was just interesting for the behavior because she tethered him to the floor, and then turned around and went straight for the abdomen. And it's like, I guess, they know where the nutrients are at.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's nothing left. All I have left is his pedipalp, which she somehow cut that off immediately. That was the first thing that just flew off. Like, I think she jabbed in right by there. And I have his pedipalp in a pill vial. So, just a memory
Yeah.
of what it was.
That's what Gary was talking about up there, Mark. Yeah, he's got scorpions.
Yeah, I'd like
People
to
keep scorpions just as much as they do
the tarantulas.
tarantulas. Yeah.
I'd like to get something. I had one. I had an emperor scorpion when I was a kid, but I don't know. It never ate. Like I who knows? Maybe then back then I don't know if they were how often they were wild catching them back then, but the thing it just never ate. Like I tried
Yeah.
to get it to eat and it never did. So
Got it from Pet Store, didn't you?
yeah. I think it was like it could have been $15, which I don't think you find that price on a full grown emperor anymore.
No, they went up to a couple $100 there for a while. Now they're coming
Dude,
back down.
It's so crazy. Like when I look at the prices, I'm like, okay, like I'll pay it, but I just thinking back to all that stuff. Like you used to be able to corn snakes would be like $10, ball pythons $20,
Yeah.
tarantulas tarantulas were like I said, rose hairs were if they were a sling they were like $6, $5.
Yeah.
And if they were adults, maybe $12, $15 the most. And no, those prices do not exist anymore. Axolotls, those seem to have gotten really popular. I got one for I think $20 a long time ago. It could have been like 13 years ago, and nothing was known about him. The guy just gave me some food, and he said, "Here, just feed it this and keep it cool." And which I don't even know how accurate that was, but I did, and it grew huge. And like nobody knew what they were or any of that. And now there's a huge community for them.
Yeah. See, I'm waiting for Gary to breed his Death Stalker to get a couple of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he plans to do that or not, Gary.
Get some little scorplings going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. They're different from tarantulas and stuff like that. They're different. I remember a video back in the day of this guy on YouTube, and he had half a coconut as a hide for his Death Stalker, and I remember the video where he was like, yeah, so I'm going to show you my Death Stalker today, and he goes to lift up the hide, and he's like, it's not here, but you can see from the camera it's under the hide, and he's just like, where's it at? And he like lifts it up, and the thing like starts trying to scuttle off, and he freaks out, and it was just like, yeah, that's not the position you want to be in. But
the Hottentotta, female Hottentotas, you don't need a male for them. They just automatically reproduce.
Is that what Dark Den has? Maybe. I think that's what he has.
I think he does have some Hottentotta.
Because he's got a whole bunch under like he lifts up the cork bark and there's a whole bunch. So
yeah, Hottentottas are cool. Arizona, the
desert. Is it desert hair?
Yeah. They're cool.
Cool.
Arizoensis, is that what they're called or something like that? I think. I'm
not sure their name. I always seen them as just desert hair, which I don't see those anymore either. Those are really common. Like just whatever, you would just see them everywhere. But now, I think people have kind of started looking more into that stuff, and it's kind of made them like I said, everything went up. So
of course it did.
Yeah.
So you want more, Gary? Gary says he wants more.
Nice. Well, we'll be expecting the breeding project. I'll expect to see those on the table.
I also expect to see a scorpion gecko cross because he's really good at that stuff.
Yeah. That'd be funny. The logo, you can just add, everything you breed, just add extra characters, so it's like a team back there. But
what is what there, Mark?
Oh,
scorpion.
Is there?
Those. Yeah, there is.
That's a thing, right? Yeah, that is a thing. Yeah, I was thinking there is.
What they do is they pick their tail up and then they just wiggle their tail around. Not that they do anything with it, but then they grab,
Yeah,
that
is a thing. Yeah, what is it? The other ones are the viper tails. Is that
viper tails? Yeah,
those are the ones that shoot they excrete that liquid, right?
Yeah, I don't know which ones. I'm not 100% sure, but I've seen ones that do shoot a sticky liquid from their tails.
Yeah, that my dad sometimes I think so. He grew up in 60s, early 60s Mexico, and even now, his sister still lives in the house that they grew up in, and whenever I go back, I tell Mom I'm not staying there again. I'm like I'm not gonna have a scorpion just wake up with a scorpion on my chest, and because it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. It's rough. It's rough. All kinds of stuff will just crawl upon you there. I remember when I was a kid, I was there and I was sleeping on the floor that night, and it wasn't a tarantula, but it was a big spider, and
Probably a
and it
wolf
was
spider of some sort, huh?
something. I was just like, Jesus Christ! I was looking for tarantulas though. I was like, maybe I can find one, stick it in my pocket and bring it home. But I remember I was conspiring the first time I went when I was like 6. It was being from Illinois. I mean, we got garter snakes, but as far as reptiles, that's it. We got toads, amphibians, but
Yeah.
that was the first time in my life where I saw reptiles just at an arm's reach. There was all these little like house geckos and things like that running around, and I remember I grabbed one. The first day I did, I grabbed him, I had him in my hand, and I did not let him go. Whenever I stopped playing, I would put him in a jar, and I tried to feed him like house flies and stuff like that. I was 6, so I thought this is right, and I had a little case for my Game Boy, and I remember conspiring with my cousin, like, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put him in there, and he should be able to make it back to Illinois with us. I wanted to take him home so bad. At the end of it, I just ended up let him go, but
Yeah.
I was just so excited. I was like, I don't know what kind of lizard it is. I'm like, but I want to take him home. Buzztails.
Yeah, they're cool. You're gonna start back up with them again, or you gotta wait till you get to a different place, Gary?
Get some of those cool cages from
The Backyard Life guy. I don't know what his name is, but that's the name of his channel, The Backyard Life, or something like that. Or
the
Backyard.
is it Viper Cages? The guy who came on? I should know
Yeah.
this. I was next to him at the last show.
Yeah. He has the cages that they crawl into the.
That's a great idea.
Yep.
That's a super cool idea.
Building is coming, huh? Very good. Very good.
Nice. Yeah.
So
Joe.
That's it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was next to him. They brought an alligator to the show. He was walking around. Everybody was like wanting to pet him and stuff.
Yeah.
Feeding video. GVB.
Green bottle blue.
Always been a staple in the hobby.
Yeah, they're very good.
They're really good looking.
She's always doing it.
So did you I was gonna say I always wonder where people get this idea from. Like, so was your family into animals as well? Like maybe your parents or something like that? Were they into animals, or is it just you?
Just me.
Just you? Yeah.
Just me.
I always find it interesting. I'm the first one I think that was into reptiles, but like my dad, of course, growing up on a quote unquote farm out there, he was always into animals. I remember as a kid just Googling, I would hear about reptile shows and I was like, I don't know what, let's see what this is. So I just Googled reptile shows near me and Tinley came up and I was like, let's go take a look. And my dad was just in awe of all these things. And
yeah.
And I've been trying to figure out for the longest because he pointed at the Mexican black king snake and said he knows those. Like he acted like he had seen those in the wild. And there's something that they describe over there. I've tried to figure out what it is. They describe something that's similar to it because they say it's not venomous. It's all black. They call them space cleaners. It's what it translates to. They use them to put them in stables so they eat all the mice.
Probably some kind of milk snake.
I was thinking that it's something like that. For a while, I thought because he said they get big, and I think indigo snakes get kind of big.
Oh, yeah, you got the Texas indigo snake. They got a Mexican indigo snake, the black like that. Yeah, they get really big.
Maybe it's those. Like maybe next time I go down there, I'll tell someone to show me one. But yeah, I've always trying to figure out what it was that he would see. Because they was I don't know, they were always doing stuff with animals, eating everything they could find. They were in the sticks, I guess you could say. They were they were in between poor and just living off the land. So he tells
Yeah.
me stories where they would like eat armadillo and stuff like that. And he tells me that every time when I was a kid, he would show me see rabbits and he'd be like, "No, those are no good. Rabbits are no good. Squirrels are okay." He had eaten turtle. You know,
Yeah.
they ate what they had, and he had eaten turtle. He said turtle, that's good stuff. But now he just likes turtles as pets. So need to get down to Mexico, and I want to get to parts of South America. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't like to go. I can't survive. I can't survive, but it's definitely interesting to see. Like I said, I hear all the stories my dad has as a kid and stuff like that. They have an urban legend too. My dad says, and I don't know, but he says that supposedly around there they describe a snake, a really really big snake that had feathers on its head or looked like it had feathers on its head.
Hmm.
So I don't know, but
That's pretty. That'd be cool.
it
To
is,
find out that whole story behind that. That'd be cool.
and I've heard it from multiple people. Like everybody describes this big giant snake. Like they said they had seen like um like the tracks where it had been, and they were like a foot wide or something like that. Like it was something huge.
Huh.
But yeah, there's a lot of that, a lot of different things that my mom talks about. When she was little, they would have to put pull water from a well, and they would bring the bucket up, and there would be venomous snakes, and they'd be like, "Nope, not this bucket." Toss it back, and then try again.
Kukulkan.
Um,
It's a
yeah,
giant
that's
Mexican snake that has feathers on its head. It's a feathered serpent.
is that the deity, or is it actually? Let me see.
Let me see here.
Is that CU?
No, it's
C.
Kukulcan. Quizzicola,
Ah,
meaning Kukulkan.
plume serpent. Yeah.
When you type in, as soon as you start typing in Mexican snake, and then it goes with feathers on head, that's what
Oh
pops
yeah.
up. So it
It's
must be.
weird.
Yeah.
Like I said, they I've heard it from a lot of people saying that they say that they've seen something like that, and I'm just like I don't know. There's all kinds of stories in there. That's like when I told you when you guys were doing the yeah, that's the one I saw right now. Yeah, and you can see how big it is because it's devouring a person. But
Yeah.
and when you guys were doing the podcast, the unexplained, I'm like, man, there's a whole lot of unexplained
Yeah.
things that
Yeah,
happen
there's
out
another
there.
good picture that they have of it.
Yeah, I should
Equal
mention
present.
that name to my dad and see if he recognizes it.
Do you know all these legends start somewhere, so there has to be
Yeah,
something behind them to a point.
yeah, yeah. There's yeah, it's I don't know. I'd like to go more in depth herping around there and see what I can find. There's a lot of stuff out there, but I just never. My dad talks about him. He's like, yeah, we used to brush the scorpions off our stuff, the big giant tarantulas, and all these. Like, there's always lizards running around. Um,
Hmm.
my my uncle talks about when he was a kid, my mom's brother. They were like super super poor. So what they would do is they would save up money to get a little slingshot, and then they would go to the river. And when my grandma was washing clothes, they would take the clay and form it into balls and put it on the roof, and they
Hmm.
would get hard, and they
Of
would use
course.
those to for target practice, and they would try to target like little geckos off the walls. And then this other story was just amazing. There's these big beetles down there, and he talks about they would catch them, tie a little string to the leg, and then they would just kind of let it fly around. And those little airplanes you kind of spin around. It
Yeah.
was like that, but like the poor man's version.
Hey, it worked. It was fun.
It was.
I,
I was like, that does sound cool.
the one thing I would like to get would be a Mexican beaded lizard. Would be cool.
Those are yeah. Those are pretty cool. As a kid, I would always see those and like the Gila monsters. Though I don't know, something
Hmm.
like that'd be interesting.
Hmm.
I don't even know what. I can't begin to think of what the care is for those. What do those eat? I don't even know what
Mice.
mice.
Yep, they eat mice, eggs. They eat a lot of eggs. Like if you put
Yeah.
an egg in there, they'll chomp the egg right down.
Could it be similar care? I guess. Like I mean, maybe probably drier, but like to a monitor. Then I guess.
Yeah, I would think they like burrowing. They like it warm, but then of course when they burrow, it's cool on the ground. But
Yeah.
um,
Those would definitely be cool. I saw somebody had one. So I think it was it was a Gila monster. Uh, somebody had one. I was like, I don't even know where you procure one of those.
you can buy them; they're all over. But of course, they're considered venomous. So then
Yeah,
your state laws will step in if you're not allowed to have venomous stuff and stuff like that. You're not allowed to have hognose snakes in Illinois, are you?
not without a permit.
Yep, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. That is interesting. Yeah, I think we need a permit, and I think you have to show proof of the permit before as you're buying it. They do it right. They're serious about it. If somebody comes down here to sell them, you got to show that you have the permit.
Yeah,
So yeah, that is interesting. If well, other than that, well, yeah, because the hognose are considered are they considered? Is it rear fang? Venom or
yeah,
something
but
like
it's
that?
but they don't consider it venomous in the hobby, and even
Yeah.
vets, not even in the thing. But what the deal is where you're at, they're endangered, so that's why you have to have
Oh,
a permit.
oh, that makes sense. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So
I see them and they look pretty cool. All different morphs, stuff like that. I don't know they call them like it was like a super condas and they
mhm.
have exanthics, stuff like that. Those are pretty nice.
How far do you live from Snake Road?
Snake Road.
Uh-huh.
Let me see.
That's a big thing in Illinois. You ever been to there?
No, I wonder how far that is.
It's a
Snake.
road that you're not allowed.
Oh no, wait, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. Wait. Oh, Snake Hill Road.
Yeah, you go to Snake Road, and what you do is you walk. You're not allowed to drive in there, and you walk along there, and you can see it's where almost every species of snakes in North America cross paths. It's pretty cool. I don't know the
Hmm.
exact species of snakes, but it's all kinds of cool stuff.
Snake Road Migration. Oh, in Shawnee. Looks like it's in Shawnee National Forest. So that's down at the bottom, but that's pretty cool. Okay, I mean, not too far.
It's a lot of people go on their journeys there because you can get you get hognose, you get moccasins, cottonmouths, rattlesnakes, garters. You name a snake, that it's right where the northern and southern territories of all the snakes meet, and then
Yeah,
it's called Snake Road because it's a big bluffs on one side, and then they go up, and then they go down to the ponds for food and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
that's cool. I should check
Google
that
it,
out. It's
not Google it,
probably,
but if you put it in YouTube, Snake Road, you'll see everything you can find on there. It's really cool.
I think from what I'm seeing, it's in like Shawnee National Forest or around there, which is it's like 4 hours. It's down south, down the tip of, and which makes sense. It's down at the tip of Illinois where it crosses, like Tennessee
Yeah,
and all that. So that'd be pretty cool to see. Because it
yeah,
looks like there's a migration that happens. That's pretty tight.
that's what it is. It's a migration. Yeah.
Wow, that'd be interesting to get some film of that happening.
Yep.
You seen when the people like in where was it? Was it Texas, Colorado? But over there, like even more to the west, where like the Aphonopalma
Yeah.
tarantula, that genus lives.
Uh-huh.
People will see when it's breeding season, all the males start wandering and looking for females. That's pretty cool. I never even realized that, but just like dozens and dozens of males start wandering around looking for
Yeah, they had
females.
that great migration. I think that's in Colorado or something. Yeah, Mark, New Jersey's kind of a communist state, so
He had
don't get
said,
a
didn't he say last time you need a permit for any reptile?
yeah. Well, any reptile you buy, you have to buy one right in the
Wow.
store. They sell them right in the
Wow.
store, though. It's not like you have to fill out a big, and it's only a way the state makes money. It's
But
not
so
like
how
they
much
come
is
out.
it?
I think it's like $5 or something. It's not like they come out and check anything or nothing. It's just
Yeah.
you got to have a permit
Just
to buy it. It's just they're being asses.
I mean, $5 I guess isn't terrible, but it adds up, you know.
It adds up. You get 10
Yeah.
animals. That's $50 extra that the state makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just something something to hassle you with.
Hmm. I would never
Wow.
live in Jersey.
That
Not that I got against anything with Jersey people in Jersey. It's just state itself.
the Garden State,
Hmm.
which is interesting. A lot of people don't I mean I've never been, but I know that there is a more like wildlife part of New Jersey, I guess. It's
Pine
not
Barrens.
just yeah, like it's not just like Newark and all that.
No, yeah, the Pine Barrens.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I was as a kid. I remember my dad would help me out with a lot of stuff with because I always wondered. Like I said, I always wondered where people get into the hobby from. And as a kid, I remember my buddy down the street. The first reptiles he got was some green anoles, and I was just like in amazement. It was 2 anoles and a critter keeper, and that was it. And at the time, that's probably what the pet store said. This is all you need for it. And I was just in amazement. And later on, I went to Petco, and I convinced my mom to get me one for like $6.
Why did you tell me there was nothing?
And I remember I tried to feed it canned crickets, and he wasn't going for it.
I have to buy a bag.
Yeah, everybody starts somewhere.
I'll get one in a minute. No, but I'll get one in a minute.
Little snack.
Yeah. So.
What was your first reptile?
Burmese python.
Was it Burmese python?
Yeah.
Oh wow, went right into it. Like a baby?
Yep. It was about 4 foot maybe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So prior to that, had you had any, just maybe a buddy or somebody had any experience with reptiles?
No, I don't know. You had all kinds of books.
Yeah.
I was very fascinated books and things like that. That's what I went with.
Wow. That's cool. That's going just the deep. You probably got it for like $20 or something, huh?
No, it was like $50 or something like that, I think. Yeah.
Even that,
like
that.
Yeah.
Were people still readily breeding albinos at the time?
No, this is before the albinos.
Really? Wow.
Yes, this is way back. I remember when the albinos first came out. I was like, "What the heck?"
That's crazy. Yeah, just thinking about like what are the hobbies that like back then, like even albinos were just a big deal. Now albino anything for the most part is kind of like we've got dozens of those. But
yeah, I remember the first albino berms. My neck snakes were ball pythons, and they had no. They were just coming out. Yeah, they were just coming out with the albino hadn't even came out yet because the ones that Bob Clark had were all stolen, and it was a big thing. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I started with a Knowles, and then I had a fire belly toad, and I wanted to get one of those recently, and I was like, they used to be like $5, and now can't find them.
Nope.
Same thing.
Everything's here. That's like king snakes. You used to be able to get king snakes for $3 to $10. Now they're $200, $300. Like, what the heck?
The Mexican black king snakes. Like, I don't know. I never paid any mind to it, but at Tinley, I was looking at the prices. And I was like, when did this happen? I'm like, wow. I mean, that's a big jump. I guess they're just. I don't know if it's and some things. I wonder if some things, like maybe like axolotls, like people weren't really working with them. So when they got popular, there wasn't any. There's a lot less animals than the demand. So people want them, and there's not a lot. So,
well, I think reptiles are becoming a main staple of pet industry due to the fact that if you want to go somewhere for a couple of days, you can go somewhere for a couple of days. You don't have to worry about coming back and feeding it.
Yeah,
you can have them in apartments because they live in small enclosures. It's not like they have a big run of the place like a dog does. A lot less maintenance than a dog and a cat.
Yeah,
they're just easier.
And that and that's such a. I tell people that all the time. I'm like, well, you got 2 routes. I'm like, first off, one of the best pets you can get is tarantula because they don't really care if you're around or not.
No,
like and if you get something that if you really feel like you want to see it, there's a couple of options. If there's something you don't really mind, then you get a pet hole. They're gonna dig down and you just keep the right amount of moisture. Don't keep them too wet, but the requirements are fairly small, and they'll live in pill vials. And they take up no space. They eat once a week. Some of the adults still eat less than that.
Yeah.
So those are, I'm gonna tell people all the time, they're the best pets. I'm like, they're the best pets. Next up is reptiles. I mean, if you look at leopard geckos, like if you go on vacation for a week, they don't mind as long as they have a couple of newborns in the bowl and water.
They're good.
They don't mind. They really don't mind.
No.
And that's really convenient, as opposed to a dog where, you obviously you got to feed it every day, maybe 2 or 3
Yep.
times a day.
Dogs and cats need to eat every day.
Yeah, yeah, and they'll get sad if you're not there.
Oh, they do. They get depressed. Yep.
They care if you're not there. Like you said, the reptiles and especially the tarantulas. The tarantulas really don't care if you're not there.
No.
Um,
Matter of fact, they'd prefer you not to be there.
yeah. Don't turn the light on and don't come in. But and that so they're a really good option for a lot of people. And yeah, I think you're right. I think a lot of people are kind of seeing that, and also just it's something different. It's something a lot really different. What people used to think you could only come in. You could only see some guy would come in with a reptile show and like show somebody a normal bearded dragon, a normal gecko.
Yeah.
People be in amazement. It's like you can have this. It's down the street. You can have this. People are finding that as an option. Things like what is that? Oh, Snake Discovery are doing a really good job of that.
Yeah,
of making it more popular. But dude, because I'm telling you, at Tinley, she couldn't stand still. Like, I saw a giant line of people, and I was like, "What's everybody in line for?" Like, I thought they were handing out something for free, and I, me and my wife were like, "What's everybody waiting for?" Because we were in the line, so I was like, "Let's just get in line." And like, my wife's like, "What's everybody waiting for?" And they're like, "Oh, we want to get a picture with Emily." And I was like, "Oh, okay." and yeah, she was running around and just everywhere she went, there's this big trail of people. It was insane, and it was crazy. Which I didn't know. I don't watch Fake Discovery yet, but it's great because it's getting people excited about the hobby. So
yeah, no, it's crazy like how people act with some of these people. Mark, the horned toads, right? Horny lizards, horned toads. They're becoming very, very rare to find in Oklahoma. I got a guy who's a expert on reptiles in Arizona. I mean, in Oklahoma, because he lives in Oklahoma even, and he does a lot of field herping and stuff. And they're becoming more and more scarce. They're becoming to the point where they almost have to protect them now.
I heard something about that. Do people have people ever kept those in captivity?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you used to sell them in pet stores.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, what's that called? Is it called the Horny Devil? Those really spiky lizards. Remember those? They call them. I think they were called Horny Devils. They had they're covered in spikes. Are they though? Yeah, they shoot blood out of their eyes.
Yeah, that's the ones he's talking about. The horny toads. They
What
call
am
them horny
I
toads,
thinking?
horny lizards, same thing.
What am I thinking of? Which
Yeah,
one are those? Aren't the ones that eat the ants, right?
Ants, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember Reptile magazine. They were advertising somebody selling ants for those because that was that's all they eat, right? Yeah.
Those things, yeah.
So okay, this is what I just found. Okay, this is what I'm thinking of. The Thorny Devil.
That's Australian, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's Australian. They do the same thing. They eat ants and stuff.
Yeah, they are Australian. Okay, yeah. So those shouldn't be here then. Thorny Devils. They shouldn't be here, but they might be somewhere.
No. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, no, yeah. That's. I remember as a kid looking at those. Then that they mainly ants. I don't know if it's fire ants or something like that, but
yeah, they mainly eat ants.
That's pretty cool. And yeah, that was one of the I don't know, one of the reptiles as a kid that I would look at and be like, that's cool. I wonder if anybody's keeping that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hop off. It's getting kind of late. Been on for 2.5, almost 3 hours now. Thank you for coming on, Leo.
Yeah, no, of course.
We'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Got anything you want to tell anybody or anything?
No, just everybody keep coming back to the Hangouts. It's a good time. We always come in here. Everybody has fun.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. So, all right, people. Peace.
Yep. See you, everybody.